key is I think Roanoke just needs to play a simple game. Macon's going to be pressing to try to get the victory tonight for sure, and Roanoke's been pressing with their own struggles here lately. And I think, oh, you're going to get a fight right off the rip here. It's going to be Jake Maynard and Johnny McDonald. Maynard and McDonald at the Roanoke blue line circling. McDonald's got a hold of him. 2 or 3 big rights. Maynard answers with a couple of haymakers, and McDonald's able to duck a couple. He's got 2 over the top. There goes the helmet away from McDonald. They're still hammering away at each other just inside the Roanoke zone. Now they're grappling, and it looks like we may not get another punch off. The linesman won't jump in. How about that? Johnny McDonald, fresh back from the IR. He'll go right to the Roanoke bench and say, let's go, guys. It's time to get up. Got blocked, checked it. It was Pepe on his backhand, trying to move around. Pepe was Nazareth. Pepe shoved him right off the possession. Manning will spring forward again down the left wing side. The Roanoke captain roots it. He scores! Nick Ford gets wiped out into the near corner. He earned his 20th goal this season. It's 1-0 Rail Yard Dogs here at 7:23. And Ford is hurt. Nick Ford went straight to the Roanoke tunnel. Oh, and snap one. That one ends up knocked away by Boyko. Martin will able to hold it up for Gallagher. Gallagher, cross-ice pass, found Swinkler. It just took a heavy bounce. Swinkler will keep with it, but he was all alone at the short side goalpost. It's handed off for Martin again, left wing side from Swinkler. Inside, looking for the redirect of Gallagher, backhanded. That was saved by Boyko. Tucking in out was Municello, and now you have a full-on fray down at the Macon net. Bodies just started flying into the Macon trapezoid with Municello, Gallagher both jamming on the initial shot that Roanoke's number 16 had backhanded onto the net. It's cleared back to Rodebush. Roanoke has now gone 5 games without a power play goal after scoring a power play goal in 4 consecutive games before that stretch. Now it's turned over by the Rail Yard Dogs. Rodebush had to wipe out to the near side wing. It's a heroic save for the Rail Yard Dogs against the short-handed chance of Kelly. Now, all the way out to the far side and to the blue line of the Macon zone. Alvo's shot nudged along by the redirect of Kelly. Ends up taking a second deflection and stays wide to the left wing corner. Kelly kept it in, then ran out of room as he tried to pass it out to Roach. This is going to be a tough play for Kelly. He'll slide across after he lost his stick to deny the centering pass that Calgin had sent towards the net. Still not out of harm's way yet as Nazareth jammed on it from a short range. And then Calgin had his shot from the near side post on another effort deflected by McDonald. Right wing circle, Swinkler, he'll send a shot in. That one's off the target. He'll end up skipping up the near side half wall. Stevens there to maintain the possession for Roanoke. So 1:10 to go on the power play. Stevens to Swinkler, one-timer. Boyko knocked it in under himself, and he scores! Austin Swinkler, welcome back to Roanoke. That's a power play goal for the Dogs that makes it 2-0. Courts a couple on that shift on the power play, and finally able to squeeze one underneath on Boyko. Puck is back across the Macon blue line. Johnny McDonald just hammered into Zach Nazareth to get the puck down the near wall into the Macon zone. Jansen shoulder to shoulder in the far corner with Calgin. Able to tie it up just enough for Roanoke to rip it back. Municello to McDonald. Left wing side. McDonald shot. That one tips it and scores! Johnny McDonald. He's back in the lineup and back on the score sheet. It's 3-0 Dogs here at 7:02. Up ahead for Ford. Ford with a lot of empty ice as he drives the right wing side saddle. He tried to tuck it back into the low slot for the trailing man Manning as he was driving towards the Macon net mouth. Mayhem able to take it away. Paralot receives a drop pass from Nazareth. Nazareth wants it back. He'll get it back. That shot scored. Macon's on the board. 6:36 to go in the second. Good little work there between the give and go of Nazareth to Paralot, back to Nazareth, and Macon's leading scorer has cut this deficit to 2. Winslow couldn't quite beat the Roanoke goaltender. Goldowski will take this face-off against Swinkler in the Roanoke zone. Macon able to win the draw. They've been pretty successful at the dot so far tonight. And here's a rebound chance off the shot that was kicked out by Rodebush. Right to Goldowski, scored. It's a goal from an offensive zone face-off for Macon that has made this a 1-goal game again. 5:22 to go in the second. It's 3-2. Wide of that near goal post of the Roanoke net. Out at the blue line, it's taken back away by Kelly and Schlodek. Kelly will gain the zone for the Rail Yard Dogs. Out to the right wing side, Stevens. Stevens in front to Schlodek. The puck free. Jammed in. Scored! It's Mac Jansen who's able to put Roanoke's lead back to 2. 4-2 Dogs here at 16:03 to put it over the goal line. 4-2 lead for the Rail Yard Dogs. 3:57 to go in the second period. Face-off initially won by Roanoke. Then Schlodek got a bit tied up out of the face-off circle. Roanoke, incredible windmill save with his glove arm to bat that puck in behind him, but still out to the far corner off of Trezera's look from the right wing side. Still deep in the Roanoke zone. Dawgs trying to wrestle it back the way through Daniel Schlodak. Instead, it's taken away by Macon again. That first shot from the left wing goal line got tipped, and then that shot from the high slot scored. Not quite sure who it was for Macon, waiting to see who leads the line. It was Dan Winslow, and a puck that pinballed around deep, and it's right back to a one-goal contest. It was Swankler. Macon was able to poke it away from his reach. Their clearance will get just over the stick of Swankler. Roach was able to hold the zone. Gallagher out to Municello. Drops it between his legs for Gallagher again. Far side goal line. Gallagher will hand it off to Swankler, who will skate up toward the left wing dot and then feed the near side point to Jake Stevens. Stevens, a lot of traffic in front. His shot saved. Municello, he scores! Roanoke's advantage back to 2. It's Tommy Municello's team leading 24th of the year, and it's 5-3 Dawgs here at 3:22. Finally pulled out of the traffic by Monikoff. Macon able to wrap it down that far side wall. Puck skitters into the back wall. Heavy collision between McDonald and Trezera and behind the net, and then Roach is going to jump on top of a man too. It was Justin Kelly. Kelly came after J-Mac after the hit, and then Roach came and tackled Justin Kelly. Billy Roach is one of the nicest guys you will ever meet until you get on his bad side. You see it's taken a lot of effort from Ian Hoffman to try to settle him down. J-Mac's going to have some words with Kelly too as Kelly skates over toward the Macon bench. They're still chatting as Higgins is trying very hard to just get him to the penalty box. Swankler is right in the ear of him too. Roach is going to go to the box. Out of the box came Schlodak. Swankler's right at the Macon bench. He's able to cut off the defenseman there, Jake Maynard. Maynard's able to pry it back away. Backpedals into his own zone and banks it off the back wall for Dustin Paralon, his defenseman partner. And then Trezera just dropped right on top of a rail yard, like 100 feet away from the play. Believe it was Swankler. Swankler is going to wave over at the Macon bench. He's still waving over at him. Paralot will wiggle his way into the Roanoke zone, right wing side. Pepe tried to stuff him with a poke check. Roanoke trampling once or twice with a save. They stop Paralot right at the doorstep. It's back out low to high for Macon to Krapinski. He'll go to the left wing side, Goldowski. His shot gets deflected up into the air, batted up towards the blue line, and it'll bounce over Jared Cupp's stick. Roanoke trying to get at least one fresh body on for Jansen. 6 seconds to go, shorthanded with Schlodak about to come out. Goldowski spins in the near side corner of the Roanoke zone. Centers inside. That shot scores right as the power play was coming to an end. It's Krupinski that finds the blocker side of Roanoke upstairs, and it's a one-goal game with 6:36 to go. For Widmar, he fanned on the one-time opportunity, and with 4:20 to go in the third, it'll come back from right to left again. Monikoff, right wing side, backhanded shot, knocked away by the glove of Roanoke, but it stays free to the back wall in the Roanoke zone. Centered from in behind the Roanoke net. Manning's able to clatter it out to the far side wing. Kept in by Macon. That shot tipped in and scored. Parker Allison threw it on net. It took a wicked bounce, and Macon has tied this game with 4:06 to go in the third. Zone. Witherspoon's behind him. Harley's trying to help him in this board battle. Harley will come away with the puck for the rail yard Dawgs. Now Harley banks it off the back wall, and it'll come out to the left wing side. Jansen can't quite win the race to get there, but he wins the next puck. Jansen able to hold it. Kelly's shot. That was saved by Boyko. Free puck at the far side of the Macon crease. Harley tried to jam it, and then Harley got grabbed. He ends up tackling the man that snagged him. That was a free puck that Harley went in for, and he didn't even touch Boyko barely. It's Justin Kelly again, who's been quick to react to any sort of contact to any of his guys tonight. You got to credit him for trying to stick up for his players, but I think everyone's going to stay in the game from that one. It's cleared down to Rodebush. He'll quickly snap a pass from his own goal line up to Swankler. Swankler feeds in Ford down the right wing side. Ford puts the brakes on, goes back to Swankler to near side point. 30 seconds left. Ford, bottom of the right wing circle, goes back to the center point. Stevens looking for a lane, trying to find somewhere to pass the puck. Down to the bottom of the right wing circle, Swankler put it to the front of the net. It kicks out wide to the left wing wall. 17 seconds left in the third. Stevens literally pulled his head up and checked the clock. He'll go back down to Swankler, inside. Gallagher shot, came off the post and stayed out. Paralot able to collect the puck behind his own net. It's cleared down the far side wall. And folks, we will head to overtime. Roanoke just inches away from grabbing a power play goal late on in regulation for Gallagher. Widmar against Winslow. Puck Knocked back to the top of the left wing circle to Alvo. He'll shoot! Widmar trying to redirect it in the low slot. It stays wide to the near corner. Widmar collects the loose puck. He'll pirouette deep in the Macon zone. Tied up by Krupinski as they battle to the backboards in Macon territory. Alvo pinched down low. Couldn't quite dispossess the Macon forward. Winslow, who had the puck, and then it's rolled right toward the net for the far corner by Calgin. Golden opportunity. Alvo, he scores! Widmar finds Alvo, and Roanoke ends the losing streak. It's 6-5 Dawgs.